What we see happening is as we get more detailed in the process, the more information we're giving the client. The system, from our perspective, is doing something twofold. One, it's creating efficiencies. So like we're able to take on more work because we know like from day one how to kind of run a project in a really streamlined way. But number two, and honestly more important for us, is that it's giving us more time to design. If projects are always chaotic and we're kind of spinning our wheels and we don't have a kind of a North Star to go to, it just wastes time, and more importantly, wastes design time. Currently, we're designing a home, and the client, I would say midway through DD, was very concerned that the footprint that they already had approved early on in concept maybe wasn't going to address their needs, and called a kind of all hands on deck meeting to kind of solve this. And what we found was, because of the systematic approach that we took, we could kind of call back these older presentations and show them why we were putting things in certain places. And what had happened was it kind of gave them more confidence that we were going to be able to solve kind of all of their needs and kind of tie it in all together. The system gives the client the confidence and the trust to know that we have this end goal in sight. Right? We're designing X amount of square feet, an approximate budget of this, and we're all kind of working to that same effort and using the system as a way to do that. I think budget for any architecture firm is difficult, right? There's, especially now, after the pandemic, it's been very, very difficult, as spikes in construction costs have been very, very difficult to manage for any firm. But Archicad is giving us this ability. So essentially what we're doing is we're creating these zones inside of our files, and those zones are tied to a square foot cost. So we're essentially building this like data sheet. So like, let's say the kitchen doubles in size, we can have a spreadsheet showing us that the cost of the project is increasing, right? In almost real time. So those type of things are really important because we can review it with a client almost, on a daily basis of like, hey, look, just so we're all on the same page, the project is getting bigger, not in areas that are like more cost effective, but in areas that are really expensive. So that's gonna have a seismic difference in your overall budget. So that's how we're using the program to our advantage. So as our works get more progressive, and the execution of them becomes a lot easier because we're in 3D on day one through Archicad. When we were younger and we didn't have a system, it's like a new sign up creates like a fire. But now it's just like a data set that comes in and we kind of just know it's gonna follow along on the track. Since adopting Archicad, our team has actually doubled. I think there are a multitude of factors, but without having that program in place, it would have been chaos. It really would have been. So the program has given us that ability to kind of not be overwhelmed by all the new work that has come in. We want every team member to touch a project because we like this idea of clean eyes, right? A team's coming in, they're looking at things slightly differently, and we love that. We want to get the input from the team that's only going to make the projects better. By having this really clear, defined, systematic approach, it allows the team to kind of jump in and out of a project without losing the momentum of the project.